Hey Virgo, how are you? This is Mary Ellen coming to you from Moonrise Cottage. I'm here to do your love reading for the month of February. My guys are saying, and so, meaning what they're talking about is the current energies that are going on. There's a lot going on. I haven't done love readings in a long time. And due to the things that were coming out in the monthly readings, there was a lot of love activity going on. And I decided, you know what, Valentine's Day is coming up. So, Virgo, here it is. My guides were talking to me while I was meditating on this about the kinds of readings I do, the things that stream to me and through me. And so I think what happens is I do readings that are really addressing the community of people who are committed to their spiritual growth and unfolding, awakening, all those kinds of things. Oh, all right, we're going to put that down for a minute. So this reading, and I think the love readings are going to be coming out of me in the future, are going to be pointed in that direction. Please understand, not every reading is for every person. If it resonates with you, go take it. Right? And if it doesn't, then just move on. It may be, my guides are saying it may be somewhat predictive. No matter when you come across this reading, it will be the right time for you to see it. Okay? So trust yourself, trust your own guidance. So I'm going to pull out, okay, look. My guides just said the word prequel. This is somebody you've been with before. And you really, there's a tenderness and a sweetness to the connection. And you both recognize it. So I think that's what we're going to talk about. That's going to be the theme of the reading. So I'm going to put it down right there. So gang, oh boy, there's a lot of change going on. Somebody's coming at you. Your sweet one wants to come in with that much passion, that fast, because they're going under a great change. So let's talk about you and your person. You've been together in the dream time with somebody in these last, my guides are saying these last months. This might be a process that's been going on for a while, and because we see the Six of Cups here, we know it has been going on for a while. There might be somebody in your life that's dreaming about you, and you probably have been dreaming about them a little bit. You see the numerology is 51. That adds up to a 6. So there is change. We know that change is coming. You've been into the dream time, and they very clearly are in the dream time. They've gone into, your person has gone into the dream time. For a process of self-change, because we see the swirl in the card. There's something that is emerging from within. You see how the light is right in the area of the torso that would be the heart chakra, the will center? Something is happening. They're looking at it. They've been, okay, my guys, what's coming through is they're talking about stages of change. You know, at first you don't know that you need to change. You have no idea. And then something happens and you start looking. And it goes from there. That's what your person has been doing. They've been looking into their own light. And you also, I think you have been, this is you. Virgo, you've been pecking at your shadow side. And you've been working very hard on your own transformation. Because you're a Virgo, you carry this crow energy. You see how crow's pecking at its own shadow? Trying to see what's deep underneath there. And the story, if you read the text about this, the story is about the sacred laws of the universe. And you've been working really hard to unlock them as they reside within you. And when you peck at your shadow long enough, this story will tell you that Crow's shadow woke up and consumed Crow. And Crow became dead Crow and went into the dream time to have a vision and to have some massive change. Crow shaman people have the ability to be in two places at once. They've mastered the art of doubling. Often it comes through their ability at clairvoyance. And as we know, my guides are saying, many Virgo people are very clairvoyant. We are the healers of the universe. That's our job, is to bring order out of chaos. And I think your person has been working in their own way, because this is their energy lock. Look at that. That's very highly ordered shamanic energy. The night jaguar, the black jaguar from the Amazon and those parts of the world. They are having a new beginning. They've gone into the shadow. Maybe you pecked them in there, Virgo. We know how fussy we are, right? Maybe you just pecked at them and pecked at them and pecked at them, and showed up in a way in their life in the dream time when they were ready to have their own adventure at seeing their own shadow and exploring it in the way that it's right for them. So you see how the 28, it's up to a 10, which means a new beginning for this person. Something very mystical going on in this relationship, because you've each gone into the dream time in your own way, and because you both have the capacity, it is what draws you to each other. There's a certain, my guides are talking about the electrons of the situation, things like that. They're talking about quantum partnership, etc. So, all right, we've got a bunch of cards on the table, but let's talk about, okay, my guides literally just said past life visitors that come through your life. Sometimes mated for life and sometimes not. You are the one who has to determine if that's the right energy for you to bond yourself with, okay? But that's what we're going to talk about. So this person, your person, has come through perhaps a dark night of the soul. In a very shamanic way, they've led themselves through the jungle, right? They have emerged, or they are in the process of emerging. And you see how they're not looking back, they're looking forward? So if you're separated from somebody and you want them back, it might not happen. I'm just here to tell you however gently I can, right? You have to let that person have their life. They've made the decision. 3 of Wands, right? Do you see the new growth happening? They're holding their staff. They're connected to the light now. They've come out of the darkness. And they're standing watching their ship come in. Feeling very passionate about themselves and their life and their potential and all that kind of stuff. They have come to some clarity. And they're standing in a really new place. They may want to have some communication. If you're at a distance, my guides are talking about you're at a distance, or if you're not communicating, etc. at this point, I think there are some things they want to say to you. They've come into clarity and they now want to communicate. And they're looking into their own life. And I think, yes, it's all about messages, and readers say all kinds of things. You have to take it as it works in your situation, okay? They might be feeling, within their renewal, they may be feeling somewhat protective of themselves, okay? Very interesting. However, this might be what they're feeling protective of. It might be why they want to speak to you. They may want to acknowledge the connection. They may want to bring some balance that is needed, some healing, sharing energy, utilizing their strength. All the things indicated here, giant love, lion-hearted love, that kind of thing. And look, there's the change. Okay, the world card. Whatever it is that they're going through, it's going to bring change in an irrevocable way. My guides are saying that's why they're slicing whatever it is. They're slicing something off, and they're in the process of walking away into their future. It's not about, so if if you're out there and you are, not with your loved one and they're at a distance and they're moving on, it's really important to let them go. Really important. It can be really hard. Some of you definitely going through that. I think it's one of the skill set that we have to learn now. You have to let people stand in their life where they belong. Even however much the love you might feel in your heart, and especially, if it is a quantum partner, or some people call it twin flame, something like that, we're not always meant to be together with those people. They come to us, they bring whatever change they bring. Often it's just about awakening. Sometimes they enter at a certain point in the history of your existence in order to drive destiny forward. So for some of you, I think that's what you're going forward. So be kind and tender to yourself. It's okay to have this and to understand that that's what is, my guides are saying, that is what is exactly true. You can share energy with somebody, bring it into balance in order to change your life. So this person, your person's going through an amazing journey, really. And they're very passionate about this journey. It's very exciting. Because they have been in this place, if you've ever been in this place in your life, it's a place of great power, often identified by deep challenges, the Shadowlands, right? So I think your person's coming out, and when you come out of that kind of a journey, you are all fired up, and you want to go straight for it, and you make a commitment to yourself that I'm not looking back. I'm going forward with all my passion. So I love that. So let's see, where are they going? Well, interesting. I'm just going to show you. Look at that. Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, and the High Priestess. That's how this person thinks about you, Virgo. And to some degree, that's the energy that they have used. Ooh. Okay, look. See what they're doing? They're trying to figure out how to make their garden grow. Five of Swords. There's been a lot of strife. It may have happened inside the relationship. It may. This came out in Cancer's reading. And after the reading, I was pondering all the energies that were flowing through the reading. And what happened was the Three of Swords came out upside down. The water signs are going through a lot of change. So we're all going through this healing change. It's really intense for all of us. So your person, you see how they're holding 3 swords? You may be in the process of holding the swords of your own heartbreak. Your person is certainly doing that. And people are walking away. Your person's collecting the swords and saying, I'm not going to let this hurt me anymore. I'm done with it. That's why they're going on this journey. They're trying to figure out how to make their garden grow, how to grow their life into the destiny that's meant for them. It's really beautiful. Look. Very interesting. Okay, so that's where they're going. Hang on a second. My guys want me to show you this. There's a message coming through, I think, from your person about that. Don't be upset with me. I get it. I get that we're connected. I feel it. But a cycle's ending for me. And I have to move on. Because that's just the way life happens sometimes. So I think they're going to go have some adventures. Spirit, can we get an outcome? What is it that Virgo needs to know about their person and what they're doing and why they're doing it? Where are they going when they come out of the Shadowlands and they go into this great journey? My guides are saying they've called it forward. Look, they intend to have it all, right? They are feeling an enormous amount of love. Might be a water sign that you're talking about. Doesn't have to be. Whatever it was that happened to them, for them, within them, when they had this journey, that's what they're walking out the other side with. And it's why they're walking like this. Really, truly, for a lot of you, it's probably a water sign of some kind. So, go, if you're curious, go watch Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio, because they're all doing it on some level. So it might be a time when you get to experience the deep mystical transformation that you can have with a partner. Because their ultimate desire is this, and they acknowledge you in their life this way, it might be that eventually they're coming around. I don't know the answer to that. I don't want to make a prediction about that because I think it's really important for you to experience your journey in whatever way it happens. And it's very important to trust it. So, I guess if I was going to give some advice, Virgo, would be like this. Just keep doing your work. Just keep standing in your place. Many of you have the ability to teleport and telecommunicate with this person because you both have the ability. Very clearly, your person is standing in a very shamanic place in their life, and they are creating magic. Thank you, Spirit. They are creating magic. That's what they're doing. And I think one of the new skill sets we're going to begin to develop, because we are all beginning to understand what it is within you that you would call a light code. That's what you're doing, Virgo. I know, because I'm a Virgo. This is my constant occupation, my guides are saying, on some level, right? So, Virgo, you know what? Look. See? Yeah. Your person's really going. They're going on this journey to figure out what they actually want. And there you go. On some level, that's what they want. So, I'm going to pick from the runes for you, Virgo. Ooh, 2 came out. Okay. So that's the rune for flow. This is for your partner. It's about the emergence of individuals flowing into their new form. So take that for what it is, actually. And this one's for you, and I want to read to you. If I can find the book. Oh, hang on. It fell on the floor. I'll just get it. Let's see. I was shuffling the cards, and I pushed the card container, and it fell off the desk. So, yeah, this is the rune for separation. You've been separated from this person. Maybe they're on their way back to you. It's possible. But what I'm seeing, the part of the journey that my guides want to speak with you about is the separation that has been happening and the process that your beloved is going through in order to find themselves. And they can't be present in your life, Virgo, if they don't own themselves, claim themselves, take their own journey. My guys are talking about hero's journey and things like that. So I like this. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so this is Othela. Separation, retreat, and inheritance. So this is a time of separating pathways. Old skins must be shed. Outmoded relationships must be discarded. When you receive this rune, a peeling away is called for. This is part of the cycle of sacred initiation. And Othela is a rune of radical severance. The appropriate action here is submission and quite possibly retreat. Knowing how and when to retreat and possessing the firmness of will to carry it out. Real property is associated with Othila, for it is the rune of acquisition and benefits. However, the benefits that you receive, the inheritance, with capital I, so we're talking about sacred inheritance, may be derived from something that you must give up. This can be particularly demanding when what you are called upon to abandon is some aspect of your behavior, a part of your cultural inheritance, because then you must look closely at what until now you have proudly claimed as your birthright. Whether it is your attachment to your position in society, or to the work you do, or even to your beliefs about your own nature, the separation called for will free you to become more truly who you are. So, gang, not a surprise. We have Venus in conjunction or in squaring Uranus. Go look at the astrology. The links are below. There's a lot of separation going on. A lot of people are walking toward themselves and removing themselves. My guides are saying removing themselves from a relationship. So if you and your partner are both going through this at the same time, you may have to walk away from each other for a bit. You might have to take some space. You might have to create a space in which each of you is allowed to have your journey. Don't ever be frightened of this. My experience is you just, like the book said, you just have to submit to the moment. So honor your partner. They are doing something. You know what they're doing? They're consulting the triple goddess. Look, I love that. I love that for them. Okay. See that? They're going, that's how deep they're going. And I think this has reflections also of how they see you, in a sense. And they may feel that they're just not ready to stand in front of that much energy. My guides are correcting me. They're saying, no, that's coming. Yeah. So let it just have your journey in love, whatever it is. Do it in a way that's loving to the best of your ability, especially if there's somebody like that in your life and you find yourself stimulating each other. That's what a quantum partner's for, so that you can remember each other, have your Jenga moment, balance the energy to the best of your ability, and then take the journey that comes. Very interesting. So, Virgo, guys are talking about make yourself a cake, things like that. This is an intense reading, and I think that your person just needs to have their journey. They want to move into smoother waters in their life. They want to actually know. Here, my guides are talking about the Seven of Cups. They want to know what their choices actually are. Because if you've been in the shadow land, you might not know. And suddenly you come out, you do your process and you come out back into the light, so to speak. And you realize, I have 1,000 choices in my life. I get to choose. What would I like to choose? So, you cannot have a healthy relationship on a foundation when somebody doesn't know themselves or just needs to explore and change their life and take a new journey. It takes a very strong person, someone very wise and loving, to love somebody who's going through that and let them go. So that's what's going on with your person, Virgo. Gosh, I hope you can breathe that in. And I'd love to hear stories about what you are experiencing. I'm a Virgo, and I'm experiencing exactly this. Very interesting. So have to the best of your ability, have a wonderful month. Stand in your own life. Take your own journey. Experience what it is to free someone into their life. It feels good in the final equation. Okay? Thank you, Virgo. I'm eager to hear all of what's going on. Write me some messages. I'll look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye.